Hello children, this is Vijaya signing in. Hope you are all doing good. I believe all of you must have completed the worksheets what I have served you. Could you enjoy attempting all of them? If at all you have chalked out any doubts as soon as you have completed your first, second and third reading as well of your lesson, please just make a list. Once you all see me taking the classes after the reopening, let's discuss those doubts as well. So what's up next now? What shall we go ahead with? Shall we start a new lesson or a new poem? Shall we go with the poem? Done. So the second unit starts with a poem which is named as The Road Not Taken. And the poet of the poem is the great Robert Frost. Children, you all remember, you might have already read many of the poems of Robert Frost in class 8 as well. So before just getting directly into the poem, let me just tell you the theme of the poem and also something interesting about Robert Frost. Robert Frost is not only popular about his vocabulary usage while he writes his poems, but also he is very popular conveying the message which is relevant and very concerned with lifetime experiences, which he would project, he would convey in the most simplest way, where even an ordinary layman also can easily understand. So all day-to-day life situations, he would address all in his poems, and that is what is the speciality of Robert Frost. So even here, The Road Not Taken would tell you all about making choices which would shape your life. So directly when I tell you that making choices which would shape our life or make our life, you may not understand what is it. So let's just quickly go with an activity before we start the poem. As you all know, that's our speciality of making innovative method of handling the classes. For example, you just listen and you nod your faces to yourselves. Answer yourselves as well as soon as I ask you the questions. For example, you have been to a shopping mall along with your family where you had to select one of the good dresses for your birthday. And you have visited the shop and there is a sales executive who is in front of you, had just heaped up many of the lovable dresses and beautiful dresses in front of you. Then what do you do? As soon as you look at around 10 to 20 dresses, you pick around 5 and put them aside as they are your selection, right? But your selection is only one. Your mama said that only one dress you will need to purchase. Then as it is, those 5 dresses are aside. Then among those 5 dresses, you will need to pick one, the best one. Then what do you usually do? You will ask your sibling, your sister or your brother, your mama, your dad, which one would be the better. So they would suggest you something. By then maybe you are ready with 2 dresses out of 5. So among 5 you made the choice of 2. Then all the other 3 are kept aside. Then 2 are in front of you. At that moment also, will you ask anybody else to suggest you what would be the best there? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Then it is a tough time for you to only select the one. And then finally you make the choice as dad says that come on, hurry up, as it is we are getting late. As soon as you hear to that warning, immediately you just select one. Then your dad will make the payment and you go home. Then after some time, when you sit all alone, taking the dress in your hand, how many of you might have faced this? You please nod your faces to yourself that as soon as you take the dress in your hand and you start repenting, oops, I would have taken the other dress but not this. So it's nothing but, sometimes you regret your own selection. Am I right? Because it happened many times with me as well. So definitely, of course, even you would have faced the same kind of situation before. So that is what is making choice. So as it is only a dress, so never mind, next time when the turn comes for you to buy another dress for any other celebration or an opportunity or an occasion, you will buy the other one. It's not a problem. But whereas here, it is making of a choice of right path which leads to the successful life. I believe all of you are very ready with the concept and what did you need to do it right now. So please open poem number 2, that is Road Not Taken by Robert Frost, and also get ready with the running notes, and as soon as I give you the teaching notes, please take it down along with the synonyms of each one of the hard words. Shall we all move ahead? Here we go. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. You all can please give a glance at the board. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. And the main theme is making choices which shape our life. Let me start. All of you please give a glance at your poem. There are 4 stanzas. The first stanza, here we go with. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller, long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. So see children, here The Road Not Taken, as it is written by Robert Frost, he is also narrating his own experience here. So he is saying that he might have faced this situation in his life. So please look at the first line of the poem of the first stanza. The roads, which are 2 in number, diverged in a yellow wood. Please underline the word diverge. Diverge is nothing but divided. Divided into 2 different ways. Diverged is division. In a yellow wood. Yellow wood. Wood is forest. You all know it. Woody area is forest. Then what is this yellow color? Can any one of you just guess what could be this yellow? Usually we see the shedding leaves in the season of autumn. So those shedding leaves would be in yellow color. You all might have even seen around your houses also. So then we will need to assume that the poet is talking about the autumn season where he had seen the yellow wood around, where the road in which he had to start walking had taken diversion of 2 roads. So I think all of you have understood what is that yellow wood now. Then in the second line, the poet says, and sorry I could not travel both. Then as he is standing at one particular place where he had to choose any one of the ways, either right or left, then he says that sorry I could not travel both. It's not possible humanly, right, to take both the ways. Then he says sorry to himself that I can't travel in both the ways, but I need to select only one of those. And be one traveller, long I stood. So being one of the responsible and intelligent traveller, he stood there for so long to decide which way he needs to take it. There are 2 ways, 2 separate routes. Then which way and which route he needs to take in, he needs to make his decision, for which he was waiting for so long. Then he looked down one as far as he could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then what did he do to make his own decision? He has looked at both the ways. One he could just see as where it ends. Then he could see that it was taking bent. Bent in the sense maybe there is another diversion, left or right diversion. Then he could see till then where he mentioned undergrowth. Undergrowth is nothing but the place which is completely filled with many plants and bushes. So it was completely bushy, having many plants. So now see children, I'll just show you here. You can just look at this board and try to understand. The poet is here who is standing. You all can see the poet is standing and is waiting for so long to make his decision to take either the right hand side way or the left hand side way. And then when he looked at the right hand side way, it is mentioned as undergrowth. Undergrowth, what I said, it's all filled with bushes and plants. And other ways hadn't been used much. So the other way, it wasn't used by many of the travelers before. That's the reason it was mentioned as wanted way. So let's see what does he do, and you can keep guessing that which way our poet might have taken. Let's move. Then took the other just as fair. So he took the other way. Other way in the sense, which one? The road which hadn't been used. So it was mentioned as wanted way. In the sense, if at all any of the things, if for example, if it is only an ordinary dress, which if you keep using it, one fine day it gets worn out. Am I right? So wearing is worn is past form of it, the same thing. So even here it is wanted one, in the sense it has not been used much by the other travelers. Then he chose that particular way, and having perhaps the better claim, he feels his decision is fine selecting that, because it was grassy and wanted way. Then the reason, he is reasoning out for his own selection, making that particular route to be chosen by him, that he could find the way grassy, and also it was wanted where it was not used many a times by the travelers. It was very rarely used. So that was the reason he is giving here. The other way, how about the other way, children? Other way was completely filled with bushes and plants, and this way is less used. It was not that used by the travelers how it was used in the other way. So that was the reason why he has taken. It was rarely used, and almost it was completely grassy. Though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. So he made the selection saying that very less number of travelers had travelled that way, because of which, though they have walked down the leaves also, though they have stamped on the leaves, that whatever the shredded leaves were there on the road, they were even still looking so fresh. So that was the reason he quotes here for his selection of that way, and he feels still here, he feels he's comfortable and his decision is fine. Now let's see whether he feels the same further or he regrets. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Now you see, children, the turning point. As soon as I was just about to start the poem, I have given you the example and I asked you all to imagine about making yourselves having a visit to a mall where you need to pick one of your choices of your dress, right? So finally, where we have landed up, thinking of that, you could have made much more better choice. Similarly, even here it's a turning point. He says that he could have taken the one which he had left. He's regretting that he did not do it. But now, is it possible, children, to go back and take another way? It's not possible. Then he says that it's not possible. Because see, children, this is to let you all understand the lifetime situations. These are all the things, which we usually see in our daily life. The time which is past. For example, I just planned to do something in the morning and I just could not do it, and now I feel that I should have done it, which would have made somebody happy. But can I do it now because that was scheduled to be done in the morning and now it is in the evening, for example. Then I did not do it. So now, other than regretting, I can't help it, right? Because once past is past, absolutely done. We can't even fill it up or regain it, right? The same thing he says that, oh, I should have taken the other way, but now I'm sorry again because I can't take it. So what is he trying to convey the message here, children? Whenever you are given a chance to make any decision, it may be a very petty one or a very serious issue or any of the things according to your age level, please think twice, thrice, how many of a chance it's possible. Think wise, then make your decision. Then once the decision is taken, just move ahead firmly, thinking always that whatever the decision taken by you is always right. If at all you realize a little later that it may not be that right, also never mind, don't regret about that, but please keep walking, correcting yourselves. That's what he means, because life is not cakewalk. Cakewalk is nothing but, children, like where you see everything so comfortable, where everything looks so amicable, everything is so beautiful around you, everybody is so cooperative and friendly. That's not life. Life has many ups and downs, right? So always it's not like what he has said, it's a flowery, grassy path, what do you see around? It's not so. So the poet is trying to tell us that a decision maker has to feel his or her own responsibility here before taking the decision itself. Once the decision is taken, just move ahead without having any second thought about it. If the person starts thinking for the second time, analyzing whether his decision taken is right or not, yes, of course there are chances of regretting that you should have taken another decision but not this. That is something where you will land with a lot of disappointment. And though you need to still walk also, you will not walk further willingly with having a lot of zeal and spirit. That is lost. When that zeal and spirit is lost, then you may not be successful further. So see children, try to really understand the right essence of the poem. It is so beautifully described by Robert Frost. As already I told you that he is the one who writes everything so simply, whereas it has a lot of irony in it and insightfulness as what something very special about his writing. So children, now here you will all need to start taking an initiation that from now, whenever you are given a chance to take any decision in concern with your studies or your playtime or selection of your any activity, any of the things, please make the right selection, thinking twice, thrice, as many times as possible. But once you have taken the decision, please move ahead very firmly. For example, your school offers you many of the activities, out of which you will need to select 2. Then you just select basketball and skating, and once your activity starts, then you sometimes, because I have seen many students facing this kind of problem. Then they say that, then immediately they rush to their class teacher saying that, madam, please, we would like to change from basketball to volleyball or volleyball to kho-kho, something. So maybe there are petty issues and now like negligible things we can ignore, but when it comes to the life decisions, after passing your class 10, which stream you need to select, that kind of turning points, one has to make the firm decision, and it should be the right decision. Yes, children, I think now you all have understood what Robert Frost is trying to convey us, that is about making the right choice at right time. So now onwards, please think before you take or make any decision from your side. So let's continue in the next session with the same poem of Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken. Meanwhile, whatever the worksheet I serve you, please try to attempt, and also try to please read the poem which is left. Then this is Vijaya signing off. See you all in the next session. Bye bye. Thank you.